in Toasty that are staying because I know that it's getting late and so forth. And for me, this is a first. I've been endeavoring to do public speaking for a while, as I mentioned, and this is an amazing opportunity. So if you'll hang with me for a few minutes, hope so, return the favor with a few chuckles. As you know, I'm Suzanne, and I recently married to an Englishman. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. How enchanting. Just like Notting Hill. And it was. His English charm and his accent, it all wooed me. And it was better than a 7-layer chocolate cheesecake during TMS week. Now I'm a believer in prayer and manifestation, and I had asked God for exactly what I wanted. I told him I wanted a relationship that was filled with unconditional love, with sensitivity and compassion. I wanted a relationship that was going to allow both of us to celebrate each other's trials and triumphs and be there to celebrate this journey and the adventure of it all. And I wanted it at God's speed. When we finally met, I might as well have been Julia Roberts, you know, in that final scene where she's standing in front of Hugh Grant, and she says, I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking her to love me. Asking him to love me. And yes, I was in love. And then we got married. And every possible difference between a 14-year bachelor in English Leo and an independent American Latin Taurus began to surface. No, did I mention he was Jewish? I realized in a short span of time that I had married Simon Cowell and Larry David. Every day of our married life had scenes from Curb Your Enthusiasm and interjected clips that could come right off the set of American Idol. I consider myself to be a pretty good cook. I was raised in a Hispanic household, and tacos are my favorite thing to make. And so the other day I was making dinner when his lordship appeared, and he said, darling, do you mind if I just eat the mince, that's taco meat, on my rice without the shell? I find the whole taco thing to be a bit oily and crunchy. I was thinking oily and crunchy, that's what tacos are. And then I had a sudden vision. Then if he ever met Emerald, he'd say, Mr. Emerald, I'd like some of your meat marinara, but could you hold the noodles and maybe just put it in between 2 pieces of bread? And so we had this, interesting culture difference that we've been trying to work through. And the other morning, I was fixing my breakfast, and I asked him, babe, do you want a bagel? And he said, what time is it? And I said, is there a specific time to eat bagels? I said, like, if it's 10:17, is it too late to eat bagels? I mean, because I know in England they have, tea and crumpets at high noon. And so I'm thinking, maybe bagels have a designated time too. And so he said, no, I was just asking you the time. And I said, but I asked you if you wanted a bagel. And he said, and your response was to ask me the time. And he just kind of stood there looking at me. And I said, well, how about the next time you ask me what I want for dinner? I'll ask you what the temperature is outside. And so this is how we converse. It's completely dysfunctional, and it requires anyone to drink heavily before communicating. And yet we have found a twisted way to make it all work. Recently we found out we were expecting. And I say we, since I didn't do this by myself. And I've always known that the divine has a sense of humor, but I'm beginning to think it might just be slightly twisted. As I mentioned earlier, my oldest are twins and they're freshmen in college, and my youngest graduates in 7 weeks. I've been counting down the months, literally, even holding silent celebrations and quiet moments by myself in anticipation of my newfound freedom, so that me and my new hubby I could just set off to European vacations, to romantic places, I've got the outfits picked up, the shoes, the purses, it's all set to go. As soon as her cap goes into the air, we're on the plane ready to go. But I guess not so much, and not so quick anymore, because we're starting over. And I feel like somebody just threw me into this light version of Chutes and Ladders. When you get to the top and you're on square 87, and then you just get the slide and it kicks you back down to 24, and you totally weren't expecting to do that for winning because everybody else is leaving you. That's exactly what I felt. So I went to the doctor last week, and it was confirmed. At the beginning, I was beginning to wonder because The test said it was positive, but I wasn't so sure because I think I was in shock. You know how you turn it around just to make sure that it's a plus? No matter how many times you turn it around, it's a plus. Well, I did that, and he said, Darling, it's positive. And I said, well, we're just a good doctor. I don't really want to tell everybody that we're, expecting. And I did know. I told all my girlfriends, and of course, I'm excited, and I have to tell somebody. So we went to the doctor, and I had to confirm this, twist in my retirement plan. And she informed me that I'm considered to be at advanced maternal age. Oh. And she said that with ear closed. Oh. She might as well have just said the truth. Girl, you've been in the coop so long, your eggs are old, and we need to check you out. This has been a lot to process for my husband and I, and I'm grateful that he didn't up and run away. Of course, he couldn't have got very far because I hit his passport. But seeing as how and I've never been through this pregnancy thing before, I figured I'd inform him of what to expect. I looked at him and said, Babe, I'm about to morph into a Buddha. My body is going to be a temple, and you will need to worship me. And I might have some more cravings at odd hours. It's going to send you to the market with one eye open, and I might see things that I really don't mean. And the lovely bride you claimed only months ago might seemingly disappear right before your eyes. But please, don't forget this. When that day arrives, and I say, it's time, don't make it feel like a thing.
Very cute.